Hello and welcome here to Beechnut Lane, the Hunter Stadium, today for this Boxing Day match between Pontefract Collieries and Stocksbridge Park Shields. Isn't it good to be back at the football after so many cancelled games in recent weeks? You're here for what is going to be, maybe not a game full of goals, but definitely a game full of drama if last season's matches between these two sides are anything to go by. Here at the Hunter Stadium last season, Stocksbridge had taken a 1-goal lead through Sam Finlaw before, in the last few moments, Pontefract thought they may have equalised until Jordan Lemon handballed on the line to stop them. Ed Hall would then save the resulting penalty, sending the travelling fans out as the players come out here to now in the tunnel to the side of me. Then over at Bracken Moor back in March, a very tense game where Luke Mangum was sent off for kicking out during the match. But 10 men Stockbridge would get the winner when, after one long clearance, the goalkeeper Lloyd Allinson miscontrolled and Ben Partridge was able to loop it over the keeper from 40 yards to claim a dramatic victory. So it's definitely going to be a dramatic game if those two are anything to go by. Looking at that pitch out there today, I don't think it's going to be a game of purist passing football at the very least. So we will read the teams out for you now. So for Pontefract Collieries today, in goal is Lloyd Allinson, then it's Jack Greenhoff, who is their captain for today, Harry Spratt, Scott Brown, Jack Shepherd, Spencer Clark, Gavin Roffery, Jack Van, Adam Priestley, who is the second highest scorer in the league at the moment, James Baxendale, and then Mikey Dunn. The bench is Jerome Greaves, Cody Cormack, George Fewlis, Ben Turner, and Callum Brook. So for Stocksbridge today, the lineups is as follows. So for Stocksbridge, it is Ben Townsend in goal, then it's Bailey Baker, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, Charlie Oglesby, Elliot Murray, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Thomas Poole, Lewis McCaskill, and Ife Efebu. On the bench today is Keegan Townrow, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson makes his return from injury on the bench today, Dylan Youngby, John Holloway. John Lemon did not pass a fitness test before the game, and unfortunately I don't have my second microphone, which is why he is not joining me on co-commentary today. So we are ready, as you've just seen Ross Goodwin, our captain for the day, and Harry Spratt just in the centre here, as I see more Stocksbridge fans have joined us here on this away trip. What is going to be, well, a dramatic game, I'm going to bet. The games between these two sides are. And just to start the game off with, we're having a side swap here. So Stocksbridge are swapping sides. They were going to be defending the left-hand goal. Now they will be defending the cowshed, the recently rebuilt cowshed. Ed, that's the name of the stand over on the right-hand side. I'm just getting people laughing as if I'm insulting. No, that is the actual name of the stand. It's where the loudest of the Pontefract fans like to put themselves. And they will be... Stocksbridge will be defending that in the first half. Typically, I wonder if that's a Stocksbridge decision, because typically teams like to be attacking their own fans, especially their massive fans, in the second half, because they tend to suck the ball in. And it is Pontefract with the kick-off, so I presume that is what has happened. It is James Baxendale standing over that ball, ready to kick us off here. And here we go. At 14:59, Pontefract Collieries have kicked off this game here, kicking from left to right in an all-blue kit, while Stocksbridge Park Shields are in the all-red kit from right to left, as Ife Efebu just tries to chase down a long ball, but just a bit heavy, and Lloyd Allison gets it away. So Pontefract knocked forward. Going to be down this right-hand side here, where Mikey Dunn has got the ball, trying to get down, but a big sliding challenge in from Oglesby stops him there. It's out for a throw into Pontefract there on the right-hand side, and the rain is starting to come down here. Here at Pontefract, this pitch may cut up a bit. As I said before, it's not going to be one for the purists this game, as we have a full-time score. Brighouse Town have beat Ossett United 2-1 here, as we see Greenoff is going to do a big long throw. We saw this a bit back at Bracken Moor as well back in March. So the game going long, headed away though by Baker's, going to go to the edge area, being put back in, but Turner's cleared that one out. Pontefract trying to keep him, but Stokes is going to try and get the long ball through, and Poole's going to try and chase onto that. He has got it on the right-hand side here. Poole needs a reinforcement. He's got McCaskill in the centre. Poole's looking for McCaskill, but it's hooked away at the last moment by Pontefract. He's going to be out for a corner kick, I believe. Actually, no, the referee has adjudged that to be a throw-in here. So already been quite end-to-end here at the start of this game, as Tinker goes up to take this throw-in. So Tinker was definitely going to enjoy a fix like this. Throws it short here to McCaskill, who's trying to play back to Turner. Turner's going to get into the big wide box. He's looking to try and get it in, but it's been blocked off, and he's earned the corner kick there. So early corner here for the Steels. Just 2 minutes on the clock, and Stocksbridge have an opportunity from the early set piece. Hello, Andrew Murray saying, come on the Steels. Yes, let's hope we can get a big win here today. Hey. So Thomas Poole here with the corner here. Going to Luke, getting in low, and it's been bounced but cleared away, and the 6-yard box by Pontefract. McCaskill first onto it, trying to get it down to Poole, who's going to clip it in first time, looking for that far post. Allinson's covering it, and Murray was trying to get on the end, but he's going to just loop out for the goal kick here. So it's still 0-0 here between Pontefract Collieries and Stocksbridge Park Steels. We have got some earlier scorelines to tell you about, a few teams kicking off early today. Hebburn Town have won 1-0 against Dunstan. Amar Pual scoring in that game, and the Onset have beat Stockton Town. That's 2-1 there, and Shildon have beat North Shields 2-1. We'll tell you what the league table is in a bit. The goal kick has been headed up by Pontefract. It's been a battle in midfield. Pontefract do knock it forward, but the deflections takes it out to the right wing. Tinker races onto that first and is going to clip it down there. And McCaskill's going to try and get to that before it gets to the byline. McCaskill chasing it down. He just gets it just before it goes out. He's going to cut inside McCaskill, trying to try and clip one into the far post here. Hanging header there, but it's over the bar there from Stocksbridge. Ross Goodwin there with the header that goes over. Stocksbridge are finding some success down this left-hand side early on in this game. So yeah, just to let you know, obviously with the results earlier on, Stocksbridge have temporarily dropped down to 4th place in the table, where if the result stands, they would currently stay. Allinson sends it long, but it looks like it's been caught in the air there a bit, that ball, and McCaskill's managed to get onto it. He's trying to get it down the left-hand side, and he's actually earned a free kick for a pull on the back on him. So it's back here for the free kick taken. Poole going to get. This is the sort of free kick Poole tends to like, but Pontefract with their way of seemingly defending Poole's set pieces is to go with a very high line instead of typically going to like the edge of the box, which you would see from this sort of distance there, but basically seemingly just like 5-10 yards away from the ball itself. This is where Stocksbridge's paceful needs to try and catch them out, and they're trying to loop it down, but the ball is poor there. If Goodwin perhaps had gone to the right hand side, Goodwin seems to be the one with a decent run on it, but in the end of the day, it's going out for a goal kick. So the high line there working at defending Poole's prowess from set pieces. Early goal in the Northern Premier League East 3 PM kickoffs. Tobias Liversidge has just scored for Lincoln United. They lead 1-0 against struggling Grantham Town. So it's going to just be Allinson who's going to send this one long. Murray's looking like it's actually Goodwin who's going up for the head. It bounces off and goes to Turner, who's trying to clip it past his man. The second attempt he does get it to McCaskill, but bounces off him. The tackle goes in, and actually Pontefract will get the throw in from that one. So it's with Greenhoff who's going to send the throw down long, but Turner heads it into the middle. That perfect Pontefract, but that initial pass was blocked, and just gone behind Baker there and Townsend comes out to clear it long. Townsend making his second appearance in a steel shirt after making his debut against North Shields at the very start of the month. He'll have expected his second game to go a bit quicker after those two cancelled, postponed matches happening due to that the frozen pitches at respective grounds at Lincoln and then our ground for the game against Dunstan. Throwing down line from Pontefract, headed on, but it's going to be Gavin in the midfield by the home side, and Stocksbridge have given away a free kick. The referee here today trying to get on top of it early and stop any little minor fouls. Well, try by penalising them early on into this game. Going to be a free kick. About 15 yards into the Pontefract half here on the left-hand side, and it's knocked forward, looking long here for Mikey Dunn, but headed away well by Murray. If your favourite tries to drop deep to get it, but it's going to bounce out of play there after some deflections, and it's going to be Stocksbridge's throw in there. So it's with Bailey Baker here, who retains his spot in the starting lineup for this game. Sends it down looking for good and Teddy on, but it's going to be headed right out by Roffery. Another throw in down the line, just right in front of the Stocksbridge bench there. So back for Baker to take it as Stocksbridge trying to inch down. Stocksbridge had the brightest start in this game so far, but no chances created as of yet. 7 minutes has gone, still 0-0 here. As it's actually a free kick here, actually, but it's clipped forward and looking for McCaskill, who has to stop his run to avoid being offside. He tries to fight for it now, but being well gathered by Jack Shepherd, who are able to clear it up to Baxendale. Nice pass back as Pontefract build, and they're looking for the pass down through the middle, but cut out well by Oglesby, who's done it well before Tinker sends it down long, but that's going to be a bit too much to try and chase, and it's just going to go past, being caught there by Greenough before it goes down. Greenoff's going to carry the ball out with him here. McCaskill going to keep him honest, and he sends it long here. Yeah, Tinker misses the tackle there to Priestley, who's going to send it a loop on for Dunn to try and chase on. Dunn heads it down onto the right wing. It's a slip over there from Murray, which has allowed him to get into the 6-yard area, being blocked off and then just wide there. Still in play here, cleared away by Stocksbridge. Back now for Van, who's going to put the ball in. Murray clears it away, and then it's properly out of the box, but only back to Brown, who takes his time. Urged to shoot by the home fans. Instead, he's looking for the ball there for Van. It's a great ball, but Van's cross there is very poor. It's gone over everyone. It's going to be gathered on the left-hand side. Still in play, though, as another ball goes in, but Townsend claims that one confidently, and even gets a bit of a push there from one of the Pontefract players as he claims it, and we'll see what the referee does with that one. So that's, well, we know what Pontefract are like. We've seen they've got one of the worst discipline in the league, some of the most red cards by a distance. They typically end the matches with 10 men. That's their the challenge is if they stay on with 11 men, they tend to win games, but and we're going to see the referee have their first time now. We're having a talk with Mikey Dunn there for the push on Ben Townsend. Townsend did react, but that is what Pontefract want, and what Stocksbridge will have to control themselves over is not reacting to these sorts of games, because this is what Pontefract will want to do throughout the match to make sure that Stocksbridge go down to 10 men, as they did the last time they faced Pontefract, because it worked on Luke Mangum in that game at Brackenmore as he kicked out following several wind-ups, and then Townsend sends it long here, looking for Ifia Faber, who is going to bounce over the head of Spratt before being gathered there by Shepherd, and in the end actually going to go out to play for a throw-in. The sun now shining over that cowshed end. So we're thrown short here to Roffery. That was Pontefract's best passage of the game so far, but as that pass forward being blocked out by Langton, another throw in to Pontefract on that left-hand side in their own half at the moment. That bit of afters seemed to have invigorated the Pontefract crowd here, who are a bit more lively now. Over on that end that the Pontefract are attacking at the moment, as the ball throwing goes long, headed on, but going to be Baker who heads it away. Only back for Brown's head forward before Stocksbridge are able to clear, and McCaskill's trying to latch onto it, but it's going to be, he's trying to get onto it, and then McCaskill's a little bit of a barge into Greenough as he tries to get on the end of it. But it is going to bounce comfortably back for Lloyd Allinson to claim. So Allinson here, who made that massive error against Stocksbridge, which cost them the game over at Brackenmore back in March in that massive match there, as it's now on the attack here for Pontefract. Priestley going down the right-hand side, but being robbed of the ball by Oglesby before he clears it out for a throw. Pontefract definitely improving after a bit of an iffy start for them. It's 10 minutes gone in this game. It is still 0-0, but this is going to be a long throw from Jack Greenough here. In a local fixture, Barnsley have taken the lead against Accrington Stanley, James Norwood having scored in that game. And Grantham Town have equalised against Lincoln United. Ashton Hall, their leading scorer centre-back, who missed a penalty against Stocksbridge back in November. Part of that run of 6 penalty saves in a row from Stocksbridge goalkeepers. So it's going to be Greenhoff here with the long throw in. It's going to reach to the middle of the box, but headed away well by Turner. Going to be clipped back to the right-hand side for Greenoff, who gets it control and defeat. Passes it short here to Roffery, but his pass forward being blocked, and it's going to be sliced, that clearance away from Brown to the right-hand side, but it's been read well by Spratt, who gets onto the ball, and he's going to carry it forward. Tries to clip it forward here, looking for Mikey Dunn on that left-hand side, but Baker blocks up. Going to go into the river on the opposite side of the stadium here after that clearance. So it's going to be Harry. Yes, it was. Just to let you know. So, and another local fixture, Fleetwood Town have taken the lead against Sheffield Wednesday through Sean Rooney. As another long throw, this is going to come in here from Greenough, long into the box, headed on, but a foul given there for the push in the back, which the Pontefract fans are not happy with at all. And Lincoln United have retaken the lead against Pontefract already. Against Grantham, I mean. So it's back now, but it's going to be a free kick here for Townsend to take. Callum Smith there scoring the goal for Lincoln United with a head, the smallest man on the pitch with a header, according to their Twitter account. So it is now back for Townsend to take this. Just his second game in a steel shirt. A big name signing from Answorth, replacing Harrison Davison Hale, who not in the first team for Bell today, with Mason on the starting for them, who's on loan from Mansfield Town, has just bounced out here for a throw into Stocksbridge after that initial ball out from Townsend. It's gonna just be throwing down here from Baker. Baker trying to get it down the line, but it's going to be bounced off the back of Goodwin there. Ifeabu fighting for the ball, trying to roll away with it, but a bit of a rugby challenge from Pontefract pays off for them. As it's been carried away by Pontefract now, and eventually Goodwin gives away the foul for a shirt pull on the left-hand side, just on the halfway line there on the left-hand side. And it's going to just be taken here by Jack Shepherd now. It's actually just put it inside the Stocksbridge half here on that left-hand side in front of the, well, I say that, being told by the referee to get it back in the yard. It's now on the halfway line. So, going to be sent long here to try to cross the field. They're headed on by Pontefract, but that can be easy for Tinker to claim, and Tinker's going to try and turn this into an attack here on the left-hand side. As he advances here, got McCaskill as an option on the left. Tries to find McCaskill on the left here, goes to him, and the offside flag is actually up there. Stops that attack in the row, disappointing end to what looking like a very positive counter-attack there with Poole and Ifeabu moving into the box at that point. So we're going to go back for Allinson to take this free kick here for a game from the offside. I'd probably just maybe, well, not very far offside, but the linesman made a decision. But Allinson here sending it long now. Goodwin going up for the header, heads it forward, and it goes to Poole, chests it away, and a bit of a gets penalised for a high foot there. Poole, as he tried to keep that under control, goes back for Jack Van now to take this free kick. As this referee trying not to stand for any nonsense in this game already. As he takes it short, Van here to left-hand side for Shepherd, who is going to try and look for the left wing here, and it's found his man very well, but the offside flag is up on that side as well. And that does seem to wake up some of the Pontefract fans over in that home end there. So Sheffield FC have had some bad news already. They're still 0-0, but that's because Mark Newsham has missed from the spot there. With Sheffield FC scores, our friends over there saying it looks like he's had a heavy Christmas, which I'm not sure what that's meant to mean. Sent long here, looking for McCaskill, but headed away there by Shepherd and cleared away by Pontefract, and it's going to be one that Dunn's going to chase down that left-hand side, but Baker's won that foot race. He passes it back to Townsend, who is able to clip it away well to Turner, who tries to get into the middle, but nothing doing, but that's a poor pass from Pontefract, and they're going to send it long. There's appeals for offside as McCaskill. Can McCaskill go one-on-one? He just can't control it, and Greenough. McCaskill's continuing to go on it. It's almost there. Poole blocks it, and it's going to trickle over the line! It's another howler for Lloyd Allinson against the Steels. He's not able to control the ball when McCaskill initially failed with it. Pulls actually on. There was a block on it, but it still manages to make its way over the line. The Steels are leading 1-0 here at Pontefract. It's poor defending from the Collieries there. We aren't able to clear a scrappy ball over the top, and Poole is able to play a proper poacher's finish and get the most of it here. 1-0 Steels. just fantastic work rate from McCaskill and Poole there to make the most of that and get the goal in the end. So Thomas Poole showing how good a centre forward he has been since moving into that position. And it's back now in play, and McCaskill's got the ball now again. He's trying to turn his defender. He said he's forced to try and switch play to Bailey Baker here, who gets it forward to Ifeabu, who's looking to turn. Lovely little trickery from Ifeabu, but he's pushed away from the ball, and I think they were looking for the overlap of Baker there, that pass from Stocksbridge, but it's going to go trickle out for a throw-in here. Sheffield FC have actually now taken the lead against Long Eaton. Mark Newsham making up for that missed penalty. They're 1-0 against Long Eaton now. What? Is that a physio listening? Oh, yes, Sam. Hello, Sam, if you're listening today. I hope you're enjoying our commentary. I hope you're enjoying Stocksbridge being 1-0 in the lead. Back as Townsend clears that before a bouncing ball there. Being fought with Goodwin, but it's headed away there by Brown. As Langton misses that bouncing ball, that allows Pontefract to get onto the end of it. Referee passes it back here to Brown, who's looking for the ball forward. A little flick on there. It actually goes under the legs of Bailey Baker, and he has to clear it out on the second attempt. Baxendale with a clever little flick on. Baxendale scored last season against Stocksbridge for Worksop Town, the former Walsall striker, as he's most notable for. Has had a look against Sheffield teams before as well. Almost stopped Sheffield Wednesday's promotion push back in 2012, having put Walsall in the lead against Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough. But it's a throw-in now for Pontefract, and their long throws have looked dangerous so far. Goes in, bounces once, appeals for a penalty from the fans, none from the players though. Header goes back in for Pontefract, it's flicked on, it's blocked by Stocksbridge, and eventually Goodwin boots that one out, and Poole's going to try and chase that down, but it goes to Allison here, who managed to boot out, but only back to Baker, whose clearance away, well, he just tries to do too much with it first touch and goes out for a throw-in on that left-hand side for Pontefract. And Sheffield Wednesday are level in their game against Fleetwood. George Byers, who's back from injury, has equalised for them. As it's just Pontefract trying to knock it forward, but that high ball from Brown is going to just go out of play onto that opposite side there. And it's going to be back with Bailey Baker here for the throw-in, who's took his time to get his debut, made his debut on that away match against Ashington in the FA Cup replay back October, months after he signed. And as this bouncing ball may work out for Stocksbridge, it's cleared into the path of Curtis Turner, takes a touch, spreads it to Tinker on the left-hand side, who's going to try and use his pace to get down the wing here. He holds the ball up though now and passes it back to Langton. Langton takes it onto his right, clipping a curling ball in, headed on there by Goodwin, but he's in an offside position anyway. Offside. Yeah, so we talked about Bailey Baker. He had to wait till October to make his debut for the Steels. He actually made his debut for Emley on the dual registration long before he made his debut for the Steels, but ever since he's took charge of that right-hand spot, beating out Zach Reynolds, and obviously Jordan Lemon's still injured with a groin problem. Should be back any time now, but it's just issues he's having with that. But he's really made that spot his own and been very impressive in games, especially the pace he has, which helps him recover from the odd mistake from time to time. But he's going to have a challenge now as he's being faced up with Roffery, but he's going to go central there to Van, and he's left his foot in late there, Jack Van. And there's Goodwin's there going to defend his player, and we're getting the typical sort of pushing and shoving you get from a Pontefract versus Stocksbridge match here. Van left it late here. We're going to see if we're going to get a red card here. It's definitely on the cards there with that sort of challenge. All the players have surrounded it. The only player who is not surrounding the referee and the player right now is Lloyd Allinson, the Pontefract goalkeeper. The referee is clearing his space though. He's sending all the other Pontefract players away, and he's going to send the Stockbridge players away as well. Here, and I will say this referee is trying to keep good control of this match as he's trying to make his decision. He's continuing to try and tell the players to leave him alone as he makes this decision. I think it may just be a booking from the time he's taking over it to write the name in there. Yeah. So he's going to just take the referee just currently, as we're just seeing treatment there. It does look like something will continue, and it is going to be the booking there for Jack Van, and I think he might be a bit lucky to get away with just the booking on that one. Jack Van. Hey. So that's our first booking of the game. As we have a goal elsewhere in the league, Worksop Town look like continuing their incredible run. And it was stopped in all competitions by Hemsworth in the week, which was a big shock in the Sheffield Senior Cup, but they have taken the lead against Carlton Town. Liam Hughes scoring in that one. And it's back for Townsend to take this free kick about 40 yards up. From his goal, he's going to send it long. He's looking for the right-hand side for if you favour to chase, but it's well overhit that, and that's just going to go back for Allison to get his goal kick there. So we're 22 minutes into this game now. Stocksbridge Park Seals are leading 1-0 thanks to that close range strike from Thomas Poole, making the most of a mix-up in the Pontefract defence. It's just a case of if the Steels can hold on, there will be plenty of drama in this game for sure, and we're just seeing some of the challenges that Pontefract can put in from time to time that Steels will have to avoid reacting to. Oglesby heads that long ball away. Poole tries to control, but Pontefract in on the challenge, and they get the ball back now. Looking for the right-hand side, it's a really good ball there to Mikey Dunn. Mikey Dunn getting down that right-hand side. Oglesby comes back well, covers it, tackles him, and even gets a shove and a free kick foot there as well. Fantastic defending there from Charlie Oglesby, who made the most of, well, the frustration of Mikey Dunn to get the push on him as well. So back for Townsend to take another free kick. So Townsend just take time with this one, as we'll do right now. So, and can Steels get a comfortable 2-goal lead is what they'll be looking for now to try and prevent some of the drama that's dominated this fixture over the last couple of years. Townsend, he's looking to keep it on this left-hand side. McCaskill's going up for the header, but it's headed away by Greenough. Only Stinker who sends it long, but no one's really there for him to get it, and Allison follows it as it goes into his goal. Well, goes into his man's, rather his goal. Sends it long here. Headed away by Oglesby. Touched by Pontefract and cleared away back to Tinker, who's going to take the touch, trying to get in a match by players, and he's been robbed of the ball there. Tinker back with Dunn now, who's trying to evade, but Tinker comes in, recovers well, gets the tackle in, it's out for a throw into Pontefract. So, he's back with throwing. It's Greenough going to go for the long throw here. It's about 20 yards away from the corner on the diagonal. He's actually going to go for the short one here, gets it through to Dunn. Now onto the right-hand side for Roffery, who's looking for Dunn on the overlap on the byline. Gets the ball in. It's took a deflection here, but Townsend claims it well. And there's some urge, because the Pontefract fans seem to have got something's happened there, but not sure what. And I think they're claiming it's a corner kick actually. That's because I think that's what they were going. The linesman actually said the ball's gone out to play for a corner before it's been looped back in. So it's a corner for Pontefract now instead of the attack being over, which means it's a tough one for Stockbridge because they are a big physical side, and this is where big physical sides can win out. So it's going to be for Gavin Roffery to take. Has been a key player for Pontefract over the years. Definitely one of their better players. And he'll be wanting to do a strong set piece here for the likes of like Jack Shepherd to get on the end of, which there has been a successful routine for Pontefract this season. Here comes the ball, it's a good looking ball, and it was Shepherd who almost got his head onto that. It's Baxendale's claimed on the left hand side, he's going to put the ball in, but it's been blocked off by Baker, and it's another corner kick, this time from the opposite side here. Yeah, for Pontefract. Roffery heads over to the left corner there now to take this one, and this is allowing the Pontefract fans to be the noisiest they've been during this game. So Roffery taking his time. He's going to have a short option of Baxendale there as well, and that has opened quite a bit of space in that box there. Notably, Turner hasn't got a man, I've noticed here, but Baxendale has actually retreated and gone back onto the edge of the area in the centre, and here comes a corner, but it's going to be defended at the near post by Curtis Turner. Van's going to be the first one onto that one. He spreads it onto that left-hand side here, and they're trying to get the ball in. It does go in, but Baker's able to clear it before it causes any real danger, and it's out for a throw into Pontefract. Quite deep, quite close to Ian Richards on the bench there. Throwing going down the line here to Van. Van trying to get to the byline, but he's been well tackled by Baker, and it's going to be a third corner in a matter of minutes here for Pontefract. here in the 26th minute of this game is 1-0 Stocksbridge, but they've got a tough one to defend here. As Lincoln United have gone 3-1 up in Grantham. AJ Adelican scoring there in that Lincolnshire derby. Here comes corner. It's a short corner to Baxendale, who tries to trick his way past Baker, but he's not Baker, I believe it's Thomas Poole there on the defence, actually, because Poole's holding off well and he's gone out for a goal kick there. So back for Townsend to take a goal kick. Well defended. The free set pieces have been very well defended. They've obviously got routines, clever routines, to try and beat Stocksbridge on these set pieces, but so far the Steel's defence has held up to them. So, here, the long ball here from Townsend, trying to get to the right-hand side. I think if Faber had pushed his player over there as that was happening, but nothing's been given as Pontefract clear it away. Shepherd there going up. Murray can only head that one backwards. That could allow Priestley, and Priestley takes a shot, but it's wide of the near post there. Adam Priestley is the big danger man for Pontefract in this game. He is their leading scorer this season, only behind Liam Hughes of Worksop in the league charts. International player for Gibraltar as well, and definitely the man who Stocksbridge will have to keep an eye on if they want to win this match. Back now for Townsend though to take this goal kick, and he will be jeered by the Pontefract fans as he does it, but he's going to send it long. He's looking for Goodwin, but who heads it on. If they tries to control it, it's going to go out for a throw-in, and there's a bit of afters here on the pitch again from the two players involving Ross Goodwin, and the referee is going to summon them over for words here. I don't think the referee is standing for any of this today. Goodwin's one of the players being called off, trying to identify the Pontefract player. Think it's Gavin Roffery there who's going to talking to, and he's moved on down, but he's gone away, so it's just one of the taller lads is all I can tell. It might be Jack Shepherd who's having a talk with the captains. Yeah, Jack Shepherd who's having a talk to with Ross Goodwin. I think he's basically going to be telling the players, right, calm it down, let's not have any of this needless afters. So, going to be the throw in here for Baker to take. Steel's finally get it into the opposition half. Haven't had it on the half for a while now. Takes it to Goodwin, who tries to get back to Baker, but it's poor pass and it just gives the ball away. Back to a throw in now for Pontefract. Hello Ashton, glad to see you listening here today. As Stocksbridge have won the ball in midfield, they try and send it down the right, and as Poole tries to fight for it, and one of the Pontefract players there goes down under the foot of Poole. And it's going to be a free kick to them on that edge of the byline, about 20 yards in their own area. So it's back for Shepherd here to take this free kick. He's going to send it long here, looking for Adam Priestley, but Murray is the one who heads it away. Headed back in by Brown, who's going to knock it into the middle. It's just very high balls at the moment, and it's a bit of head tennis before Rand just knocked it right out to play for a throw into Stocksbridge, deep in the Steel's half though. On the right hand side for Baker to take this throw. Hit the 30-minute mark now in this game. Steel's winning 1-0 thanks to that early strike from Thomas Poole, who sends it long there. If Fabu's headed on, and now Poole heads on for Turner, and the game's opened up a bit here. Turner trying to run it down to the left-hand side. Trying to get the ball through to McCaskill. Took a bit of deflection. Can McCaskill keep it in? He does really well to do so. He's facing up with Greenhoff here, trying to find the ball in the box. He gets past Greenhoff, lays it off for Turner trying to stop, but a good sliding challenge from Scott Brown stops that attack. But Pontefract have slipped a bit there, and he gets it back to Baker, who tries to get it back to the right-hand side, but it's behind is the man he was looking for, and it's a throw into Pontefract. So, something just interesting to obviously think about going into this game was that we have had two cancelled games going into this, two postponed ones. We decided not to run a friendly. A few teams did. Pontefract were one of those teams. A few days before Christmas, they had the friendly against Campion. They won that game. And it'll be interesting. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see how the fitness goes as we get towards the end of that game. Whether having that extra game will help out Pontefract, or whether it may be a hindrance, and having the rest that Stocksbridge have had in part of the week when just every pitch in the country was frozen, it seemed. See if that will benefit. Pontefract do have the throw in here in the Stocksbridge half now, and I think it's looking at where he's set up, it may be one there Greenhoff that is going to try and get into the box with his long throw. If Fabu's come back to defend as well from this. Ball going in, it's going to be headed away by Stocksbridge, but Greenhoff's going to be the first onto that in plenty of space, clips the ball back in, headed there by Baxendale, but it's well over the bar. Baxendale peeled off his man really well there, he just couldn't keep the header down low, and it was never going to test Townsend on that occasion. 32 minutes gone in this game so far. It is 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels here at Hunters Stadium. As Stocksbridge are looking to win here on Boxing Day. Sent long here, much even to the jeers of the dog over there. It's Townsend, and Pontefract are going to send that ball right back. It's a bit ahead of everyone. It's going to have to be followed in the air by Tinker, who heads it back, but only back to Baxendale, who takes it, controls it. He's been blocked off from shooting. He's tried to lay off to the left-hand side for Priest, who's had to come back. Lovely back heel to Rothery, who puts the ball across, but well defended by Tinker, who could have easily put that into his own goal there. And it's going out for a corner kick there for Pontefract. Great play though from Pontefract, their best football of the game so far. So, goal to tell you about as we prepare for this corner. Rothery taking it. Ben Lewis has scored for Bridlington Town against Tadcaster. It's 1-0 in that game. As Rothery sent press another corner. Pontefract definitely been in the ascendancy in this game in the last 10 minutes. And it's just taking his time there as the ball seems to have rolled away from the corner flag. So just take time. Rothery is preparing for the run up here. Here it comes in, but it's been cleared away by the near post. If your favourite looks to be the first one onto it, but Van clips it away from him, back to Greenhoff in his own half, who gets it forward. It's going to be controlled here by Shepherd, who passes it back to Pontefract, but the ball forward has been blocked. Tinker heads it away. And through to If Your Favourite is looking to turn and run at the defence. And here he comes, If Your Favourite, running at his man. Trying to get it down the left-hand side. He's got two men on him now. He turns his defender there. And he's turned it. Beautiful skill from If Your Favourite before eventually he stumbles over and he just can't. It's not a free kick. There's appeals from the Stocksbridge fans. I think he's just done a bit too much there. But that's fantastic play from If Your Favourite there. As Pontefract trying to get the attack there. And it is going to be a free kick there as Oglesby clips down Dunn as he looks to have the beating of him. As Worksop have made it 2-0 in their game. James Hanson having scored their latest goal. Back here for Van, who's going to take this free kick about 5 yards into their own. Oh, almost Greenhoff were going to take it quickly to try and try to destabilise the Stocksbridge defence. It didn't work. Going to be back now for Van to take it. Stocksbridge back deep defending on the edge of the box. Here comes the ball. He's going to try and get it across the field to the far end of the box, but it's going to be easily headed away by Goodwin. If your favourite going to chase onto it, but Shepherd clears it away. Being blocked off in midfield now. Some physicality from Pontefract paying dividends for them before Baker's able to clear that one out, and it's gone. That's the second one to gone in the river. We have the third one in the river. Oh, right. So back now for Greenhoff, who's going to do this Pontefract long throw, which has become very typical of this game. So here it comes, the long throw into the box. It's going to be headed away well, though, by Oglesby, only to be headed back into the box by Van, but If Your Favourite defends that one. And McCaskill there turns it, and there could be a counter-attack here. You can pulse it through Turner. It's Curtis Turner bearing down on goal. Can Curtis Turner play striker? He's been caught up with, though. He's stopped the ball in the box. He's going to look for the pass here for McCaskill. McCaskill there trying to find space himself, but there's a last challenge on him. Back to Faber. He's going to take the shot, been deflected and lock and cleared. Back to Turner now. Turner's going to look around for Bailey Baker here on the right-hand side. Baker here, going to put the ball in, being blocked, and I think that was looked like it was off the hand, but it's going to be a corner kick anyway. I think it was just one of those unfortunate things. If you want anyone bearing down on goal, it's not Curtis Turner. He's a fantastic player, but he's not a player with the pace who can escape his man particularly well if one's chasing down. But it is a corner for Stocksbridge now, as the rain continues to pour down here. It's heavily going down. We are going to have to be on pitch watch later. Here comes Poole's corner in. Oglesby looking for the header, but headed away there by Clark. And the second head away from Pontefract gets it out of the box, but Goodwin's going to be fighting for it, but he's lost the ball there, Goodwin, and going to be cleared away by Baxendale. Baker's trying to stop it going any further forward, and he's won the ball back, got it down to the right-hand side, and it's going to pass forward, but no one's there in that right-hand channel for Stocksbridge, and it's going to be Spratt who gets back to it, and he's going to block it off to allow it to go out for the goal kick. 36 minutes here as the heavy rain has died down a bit, but it is still going. There isn't any puddles or anything on the pitch, so don't be worried about that, but obviously we can see the pitch is very brown already. So it's back now for Allinson to take this goal kick. Sending it long here. And it's going to be headed over the top of the Stockbridge defence, but it's on the right-hand side here, as Dunn looks to escape Tinker, but he's just overdone it a bit too much, and it's going to be a throw into Stocksbridge. Mikey Dunn there, definitely one of the liveliest players there as the rain continues to pour, and it's going sideways here. And a local goal, James McAtee has scored for Sheffield United. They lead 1-0 against Coventry City, as Tinker throws it down long, headed back in though by Roffery, as this rain continues to chuck itself down as more fans head into the stand here, noticeably. It's just going to, and the ball is now back with Lloyd Allinson's hands here. 37 minutes gone in this game, 1-0 to Stockbridge Park Steels, but as Allinson rolls it in front of him and sends it long here. Yeah, going to be caught in the air there in the middle before Turner gathers it. He's going to try and look for McCaskill, but he's been blocked off there well by Clark, who's going to send it down. Tinkers gets it away with a bit of a high foot, could have been penalised for that, but he is going to send it over the top there. Looking for Poole, appeals for an offside. The offside flag is given. Poole's finish as he goes 1-1 is wide anyway. And that was definitely an offside. There's no question about that one. So it's going to be a free kick here, quite high up actually. Almost caught Pontefract tie line out there, but the offside flag went up fairly in that occasion. Allinson sending it long here, looking for that left-hand side. Priestley's looking to control it. Goodwin fighting him. Priestley's able to knock it out to Roffery, who lays it for Spratt on that left-hand side, gets it forward now to Dunn. On the left-hand side, trying to cut inside, does cut inside. Bit of pull and shove in. There's appeals for a penalty, which definitely should be given. And the ball gone long. McCaskill's not been caught for offside. I'd say definitely was, but he can't control the finish, and it goes on. I think the divot there, that definitely should have been offside. But also, it definitely wasn't a penalty on the other side. It was a very light push, considering some of the physicality we see from Pontefract in the game. And the slide-in challenge there from a very good one from Van there. As we go down to the right-hand side and Stockbridge able to clear it. It is going to be end-to-end in this game as the rain pours here in Pontefract. It's Baxendale facing up with his man as he cuts inside. Another tackle takes it away from him, but it is back with Van, who takes the short pass here. Back now onto that right-hand side as, can I tell our own fans to stand down a bit while I'm trying to bloody commentate? As the Pontefract try and clip it into the box, but no one's there, and it goes back to Townsend. So back with Townsend in the hole there. Sends it long here. Going to be way too long for anyone. I think the wind definitely heading in that direction. That might be a bit of a disadvantage for Stockbridge in the second half as they look to defend. As a bit of an awkward pass back almost catches Pontefract out there, but Poole was chased onto it, but he does go back there. In a local fixture, Scunthorpe United have taken the lead against Chesterfield. Keelan Lavery scoring for Scunthorpe in that game. As again, it gets caught. This wind, I'm not feeling the wind in the stand here, but it's obviously very high up there because the ball's getting caught in it. You can see, by the way, the rain's going sideways as Turner tries to send it down the left-hand side here, but it's going out to play for a throw-in here to Pontefract. 40 minutes gone in this game, and it is 1-0 to the Steels. Throw-in going long here, back to Langton, who tries to knock it out, and he has knocked it out there for a throw-in to Pontefract. Pontefract looking to end the half with the pressure. They have had the better of the game over the last 15 minutes, I'd say, but Stockbridge have looked dangerous from the break and have almost caught Pontefract out a few times as the ball is now out for another throw-in, but this time Stocksbridge's way. So back out for Tinker, who's going to take this throw-in. So as the temperature's also dropping, it's getting a bit nippy here at the Hunter Stadium as Tinker taking his time with this throw-in. sending it long here, but headed away by Pontefract. Back for Langton, who misses his header, but he gets the second tackle in. Goes to Murray, who's going to clear that one upfield. I think it might have stayed in as well. If you're going to try and put pressure on, but it's going to go out for a goal kick here. So back for Allinson to take this one. So just taking his tiles in over in that left-hand side of it. Yes, yeah. Allinson sending it long now. Turner's going to be the one who's looking to get the header. It actually drops quite deep. McCaskill's on, wins the header out there, and it's the clearance is sliced from Pontefract on this left-hand side as Turner controls on left, but he just can't keep it in play. It's out for a throw-in to Pontefract on this right-hand side. Thrown down here on the right-hand side, and Tinker heads it away, beating out Priestley for it, throwing to Pontefract just inside the Steel's half here. And it's Greenhoff coming over it, who the rain's not exactly done him any favours because half of his hair sticking out like Fort Lining at the moment, Jack Greenhoff. Looks like he's just come out of the shower and not air dried at the moment. That's how heavy the rain has been. Recently has stopped again now, for now. He's taken about 10 yards down, Greenhoff, though, as he gets it down the line here. To a bit I can't see because we've got standing fans, but it has been cut across here to Shepherd. Shepherd here is going to get it onto the left-hand side for Pontefract. It's coming with Spratt, who puts the ball in. It's been deflected, that cross, and that does allow Stocksbridge to clear it away without much trouble. Well, and they're fighting with Spratt for it now, but it's goes out play for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Spratt getting the last touch there. So, throwing here for Baker. A goal elsewhere in the league. Long Eaton have equalised against Sheffield FC. So it's 1-1 between Sheffield and Long Eaton now. As the ball bounces out play again, but it's going to be another Stocksbridge throw-in here. Down the line, you're going to be bounced off the back of your favour. That's on Pontefract to try and carry the ball away, but it's going to trail out of the ball for another throw into Stocksbridge this time. Pontefract can't get the ball away from that side at the moment as we inch closer towards half-time here. There's Baker here, going to throw the ball down the line. Going to the top, Poole trying to chase it. Poole gets a little bit of a shove, but as he tries to get it, he tries to knock it off a Pontefract man there, but it's not. He hasn't done, and it's going to be a goal kick to the home side here. So Tom Marshall was the one who scored for Long Eaton, by the way. There's the one who made it 1-1 there in that game. Correction on the goal scorer for Scunthorpe against Cleethorpe. It was Joe Quigley, according to Football Heaven. So, going to be sent here by Allinson. Looking long. Langton's going to be looking for that. Actually, Goodwin's raced forward to get it forward, but Pontefract able to clear. Back to Fiafeu, chest it down, and he just can't get the second touch onto it. Spratt's able to run away with the ball now. Baker blocks his path forward, though, and it's Baker actually able to keep it in there as well, as 1 minute at a time is announced here. And they've earned the throw in here through Spratt, who's going to send it long down the line. Back now for Clark, who's going to get it down the line here. So Townsend is going to send it long, but headed away there by Shepherd, who's been strong in that central defence other than the mix-up. Murray managed to win the ball from Priestley, but Priestley, well, he's fighting for it with Langton and Turner, and Langton eventually wins out. Sends it long, looking for Fiafeu on the right-hand side, but a fantastic challenge from Shepherd there. Knocks the ball out to play for a throw into the Steels. Steels looking to see if they can nick one just before the end of the half here. So, Baker coming over to take this throw in. We are into that added minute of stoppage time now. We're not getting that World Cup stoppage time here as of yet. That trend hasn't hit non-league of having 6 minutes added on for half-time, then 10 for the second. It's a second throw in here after Pontefract cleared out the first one. Baker's again trying to do the same thing here. Not through to Fiafeu, who's going to try and take in the box, but he's been pushed off the ball quite simply by Shepherd, who is now able to clear out for another throw in down the right-hand side, but this time on the edge of the line of the penalty box here. So back for Baker, who's going to come over. Stocksbridge don't really have a long throw threat on the pitch at the moment, like Pontefract have with Greenhoff, but instead he's going to try and throw it into the box. Headed sideways, but Pontefract able to get the second header onto it, and Pontefract are now eventually able to clear it out to Priestley. He's got his back to goal and he's going to look for the run of Dunn, but it's a bit too far left. And that is going to be the end of this half. So Stocksbridge Park Steels are leading 1-0 here against Pontefract Collieries at the Hunter Stadium. A long ball over the top from Stocksbridge. Initially, it was McCaskill on top of it. He did kind of stutter on his finish, but Pontefract didn't clear. Thomas Poole was there, and he was able to put enough on into it to get it into the back of the net. Stocksbridge Park Steels are leading 1-0 here at the Hunter Stadium. We will see you again in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back here to the Hunter Stadium for this match here between Pontefract Collieries and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft for this match. The Steels are currently leading 1-0 thanks to a strike from Thomas Poole, making the most of some defensive errors from Pontefract Collieries. It's going to be, well, we do think there's going to be drama still in this game because there's always drama in this fixture. We haven't had too much drama just yet, as the players just out on the pitch now can see that, well, there's going to be some big washing up of their bloody shirts ready for the New Year's Day, well, second into January fixture against Sheffield FC, because I'm looking at Ifya Febu's shirt right now, which is coated in mud. So that could be very, very interesting. Anyway, so Stocksbridge are currently standing over the ball, ready to kick this game off for the second half. Where the Steels will not just have to fight against Pontefract, but fight against the wind. As every time the rain comes down, we've had a bit of a heavy downpour during the half time. You can see it is going sideways, and it's going basically into what is Townsend's goal. But Stocksbridge Park Steels have now kicked the game off. They're in an all-red kit, red shirt, red shorts, red socks, kicking from left to right, while Pontefract Collieries kicking from right to left in an all-blue kit, blue shirt. It's blue shorts, blue socks, and they're immediately on the attack right now, down the left wing here. And ball going to go across, but cleared away by Langton. Only back though for Brown, who's going to try and put the ball back into the box. Actually, Pontefract kind of defended it themselves, but it was done there. Who has got it to right-hand side. It's a good, dangerous-looking ball, but it's going to actually not just go behind the goal, but behind the stand there. So it's now back for Townsend to take this goal kick. Kicked off at 16:00. Exactly 4 o'clock. But good timing from this referee. Gotta give him plaudits for that. He knows a lot of us want to go back to our families quite quickly after this game. And that is, yeah, it's just been caught in the air, Townsend's kick, and it's gone out for a throw into Pontefract in an attacking area for them. And that is the danger. We're going to see the wind, and I will suspect we may see more Stocksbridge trying to pass it, but you can't really pass it on this pitch. Right now the conditions will be playing into the hands of Pontefract as Dunn tries to cut in there. Dunn's going to take a curling shot, and Townsend can only punch that away. The wind completely took it away from when he thought he was just going to claim it quite simply. Spratt has it now on the left-hand side, plays it inside, and eventually going back to Spratt. Spratt can't get it under control, it goes out. So that wind is going to be, well, the 12th man for Pontefract, it seems, in this fixture. Yeah, and that may be why we had the goals there. Stocksbridge are going to have to do everything they can to try and get the ball away, though. So Baker here with the throw down, and again gets caught in the air. Goodwin hooks it away, but it's only going to go back to Pontefract to launch it right back there. Baker heads it away again, but Pontefract get the ball back, but he's just knocked off him, and he's going to be a throw into Stocksbridge. Pontefract definitely with the better of the early moments of this second half so far. So I thought, just after we went off the air before the first half, there was some more goals in the Northern Premier League East. They're all from Sheffield FC, who have taken a 3-1 lead against Long Eaton. 2 goals from Nathan Moddit in 2 minutes, giving them a comfortable lead before the end of the half. There's Baker here. We'll send another throw-in down the line, only to be headed back in by Pontefract, but Stocksbridge got it. Febu tries to cook it across, but it's gone more backwards because of the wind. And it's going to end up helping out Baxendale, who's knocked it long, but headed away by Murray. Langton then heads it back to the right-hand side. Baker's going to chase onto and clear it away. May have come off a Pontefract man last, but that's not what the referee thinks. It's going to be a throw-in, and it's taken quickly by Pontefract. Right, goes back in the middle, but it's well robbed by Turner. He's going to send it long, and McCaskill's going to try and get the end of it. McCaskill gets on his feet. He's got 2 men ahead of him, trying to find Poole with a pass, but well cut out by Shepherd there. But Turner blocks that clearance and trying to keep the pressure on in that half. What Stocksbridge going to have to do, but Goodwin goes a little trip there on the Pontefract man, and that means it's a free kick to the home side. 49 minutes gone in this game so far, and it is 1-0 Stocksbridge as Shepherd's free kick bounces off the back of McCaskill. Shepherd has to be the first to it. McCaskill gets it, but Shepherd does recover well and get it away. Shepherd almost with a very embarrassing error, one that could have ended up on the the sort of DVDs you end up on a Boxing Day sale. As Pontefract do have it on the right wing, twisting and turning, but well in there from Tinker, who's able to now clear it out for a Pontefract throw-in. So it's coming back into the Pontefract defence. They're going to try and send it long, looking for Spratt, but it's just going to be a bit too heavy, that ball, and go out for throwing. That is the danger for Pontefract with this wind, is that the usual long balls they'll send that often would probably land perfectly at the feet of their players, or at least with a good run, might just go trail out for goal kicks now. So back here now for Townsend to take, and we'll see if the kicking with the wind is improved, to see if he's worked out the way to master it. Definitely caught in the air, but it's definitely not slicing on longer here. If your Faber tries to head it on, but just going to be back for Spratt to send it long down the line. Priestley's going to be fighting for it. Murray tussling, and Priestley gets it after the bit of tussle, and there's a trip on in there from Bailey Baker, and it's a dangerous free kick, and I think Baker's going to get his name in the book for that one. I did wonder if Priestley might have given away the foul with the way he pushed Murray, but the referee judging that wasn't enough of a push there. And now a dangerous, dangerous free kick for the Steels to defend here. Referee marching the players back here, who are having to, this ball is on the left hand side, about a yard from the touchline there at the far end. A lot of the Stocksbridge players camped off in the 6-yard box. It's taken short here, and the flash goes into the box. It's bouncing in the box, but eventually cleared away from Baker, but still not away fully. Poole is headed out for a throw-in, and that was dangerous there. Very clever routine. Pontefract seems to have these little clever routines at the moment. So back now for Greenhoff to take the throw-in. Greenhoff going to throw that one right into the box. Headed on by Pontefract, hooked and stood back high up in the air in the box. There's a second appeals for a penalty from Pontefract, not given. And it's cleared away now, but Pontefract going to head it back into the box, but Oglesby the one who gets it away this time. And Pontefract still on the attack. They spread out to the right-hand side, but well in from Tinker there, and then well in from Turner, carries the ball away a bit more. But Pontefract still on the attack. There's a good ball onto the right-hand side for Roffery. Roffery's putting a good ball in, but Townsend eventually he drops it as he catches it. I think there's appeals that it went over the line from Pontefract, but I don't think that was ever going to be. I don't think that was even close to that. Linesman not even taking those appeals seriously. Townsend sending the ball long, caught up in the air again as a Faber was trying to beat his man, but goes down and now Faber is going to try and chase him, the clearance there, but is going to be too long, and Shepherd has to clear out, throwing Stocksbridge though. Finally have the ball at the opposite end of the pitch. 52 minutes gone in this game so far. Back now for Baker to take this throw-in. Just having to be stoppage because there's 2 balls on the pitch at the moment. We'll see if the Steels can make anything out of this throw. Baker going to throw it down the line, try and get Faber on the byline. He's got the ball, got 2 men around him, bounces it off the Pontefract man and earns a corner for the Steels on this right-hand side. Steels not had many set pieces so far in this game to make the most of, but there's an opportunity here. Elliot Murray will be one who'll be looking to get on the end of this one. So, just waiting for. Here comes Poole looking for that far end. It's over everyone's head, but kept in the box before Pontefract able to head it away, and well cleared by Baxendale. Turner's trying to do it. He slips as he gets it, Turner, but had it. Langton tricks his way past one player. Langton looking for the pass through to Faber. Puts the ball across, just needs a finish. It misses everyone and goes wide. McCaskill's keeping it in on the left-hand side, though. McCaskill keeps it alive. Cut inside. He's looking to try and find space for the shot. It's blocked that shot, and it's just bounced to Priestley, who's able to clear it. And Baker's in on there late, and he's going to get the free kick. Priestley for that late one in from Baker. Priestley staying down after that one as well. Late clip from Baker there, and Baker is getting summoned over by the referee. So Priestley back to his feet here. Looks like he'll be able to continue. Baker is getting his name in the book. That will be. We're just waiting to see the flash of yellow for that one. Good job he didn't get a yellow card for that Irvickley one, really. Because he easily could have got one for that, but he does. Bailey Baker gets Stocksbridge's first yellow of the game. And now it's back for Allinson to clear it. So It's claimed long, but cleared away there by Baker, actually, and it's going to be sent long back to Allison now. Allison is able to clear it. He does clear it away properly this time, but only back for McCaskill, who carries it back to Langton, and Langton's going to send it over the top. Poole was offside, but actually a slice clearance may have allowed McCaskill in here on the left-hand side, but he is well tackled there. McCaskill continuing with it, stumbled a bit, I think, on the mud, and McCaskill has got the ball back, and he pulled back a bit, but it's going to go out for a goal kick anyway. I don't think it was enough again for any sort of appeal of a penalty kick, but kick. Goal kick now for Pontefract. 55 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steels so far. Allinson sending it long here. We fought with on the left side, headed back forward by Stocksbridge, who definitely have been having the better the last 5 minutes of this game as they win the ball in midfield there. Turner's looking for the ball through to Ifeafabu, and it looks like Ifeafabu's going one-on-one. He can just see to finish, and it's in the bottom corner! Ifeafabu has made it 2-0! One of the signings of the season for the Steels. It's a lovely ball from Curtis Turner, Ifeafabu in acres of space, and he has made it 2-0. What a lovely finish from Ifeafabu, who sometimes you can have too much time on the ball in those sort of situations, but he was able to pick his corner and get the finish off. Fantastic, and the Steels are now leading 2-0. Fantastic from him. Sorry, just updating some updates on our social medias, because I'm the only social media person here today. One arm's in bloody Disneyland. So, not forward here, and Stocksbridge trying to win the ball in midfield here. Turner's going to send it down the line, but he's offside there, Thomas Poole. Always. And that should make life a bit more comfortable for Stocksbridge, especially with the way that the Steels have had drama in these games over the time. But so it's just back for a free kick Pontefract in their own half. They're going to send it long here. Turner immediately heads it right out to play for an attacking throw in here, which Greenhoff is definitely going to be chucking this in, as Pontefract now will be chasing this game. So Greenhoff here will send the long throw through. These have looked a bit dangerous at times, but that one is quite simply dealt with. Only back though to Baxendale, takes a shot. Shepherd tries to take a touch, appeals for a handball, not given. Still on the attack here. Roth returns, takes a shot, blocked, and now it's cleared this time by McCaskill. Back to the halfway line, but headed forward by Brown to the right-hand side. But it is McCaskill comes in with a tackle there, keeps it in play, just gets it back to Tinker, who's going to send it long here, but been well intercepted there by Pontefract, down back on that right-hand side. Right, Pontefract still on the attack, but being well covered there by Oglesby, who's able to clear this one away. Now that's headed out play by Van. It's a throw into Stocksbridge. Hello to Les Townrow, who's saying, come on Stocksbridge from Dubai. Got an international listenership here today on the Stocksbridge Steels YouTube channel. Do remember to subscribe. And do check, obviously our next game is on the 2nd of January. So that's against Sheffield FC, a local derby, definitely one to come to, and definitely one to cap off the festive season, as if Ifeafabu's on the left-hand side, trying to beat his man, but a big tackle goes in, and it's going to be a throw-in to the Steels here, despite Pontefract moving as if it was going to be one of their throw-ins. Oh, just seen some sad news. Luke Mangum, our fellow players, had to go off injured for Belper Town, so he replaced one of our former players, Brodie Litchfield. Hopefully he's okay. One of the many great strikers to have come through here. And the rain is coming down again here, and that's the worry today, is that there's rain coming down. And it goes through here, stops as it goes in the midfield, and Pontefract knocked it long, and it's one that is actually going to go a bit heavy, and Townsend has to cover that, and that almost catches out Ben Townsend, who just puts his paw up to stop that from going past him. Could have been dangerous, that one. Just got to hope this pitch is able to stand up to this rain every time it comes down. Being caught in midfield, Pontefract have got it in midfield before Murray's able to head it away. It's gone down to that left-hand side here. Pontefract back with Spratt now, puts it centrally into midfield, back with Spratt again on the left-hand side. He's trying to slip through, and there's a slip from Murray he's trying to take advantage of, but Dunn can't take control of it. Comes off his ankle, and going to be a goal kick here. So 59 minutes gone in this game so far, and it is 2-0 to the Steels. So it's back with Townsend now. Townsend sending it long, caught up in the air again, and that's sending it out to Stockbridge's right hand side. Gooden does get a header onto it, but Pontefract are on the ball and going to send it forward. Langton blocks it. He does use a bit of his hand to block it and all, but the referee doesn't spot that, and it's out for a throw-in, and actually going to be Stockbridge's throw-in. That's one that Pontefract can feel a bit aggrieved by, to be honest, because it did come off Langton's hand there. So Baker sends it forward, headed on into midfield, and so flick it through, but only back to the Pontefract defence. That one goes high up into the air. Langton heads it away. Pontefract do get a head onto it, but it's out for a throw into Stocksbridge. Sheffield United are 2-0 up in their game. Kieran Clark scoring the latest in that game. I believe they had a penalty saved as well. I thought they considered one, but obviously haven't conceded the penalty. Didn't go in. As it goes in midfield, Stocksbridge going to send it forward. McCaskill's going to try and chase this one. McCaskill is going to try the effort there, but as you can hear from the waves from the home fans, that one has gone over into the football field. That's over the cowshed out there. 61 minutes gone, Steels leading 2-0 in this game. And he's back now with Lloyd Allinson to take this goal kick. And apparently it's, well, Les Townroad said it's also raining in Dubai. If it is raining in Dubai, that'll be in the news over there, I imagine. Les Townroad, so one of Keegan Townroad's relatives, I imagine. And here comes Stocksbridge on the left-hand side. There has been a substitute. Jerome Greaves has come on for James Baxendale. But Stocksbridge are on the attack here on the left-hand side, trying to get to the byline, but well won out by Pontefract there, who are trying to clear it. Stocksbridge putting pressure on, and the corner kick there. So doing the corner, we will praise it. So that's Jerome Greaves coming on for Baxendale during that little bit of a break we had. Corner kick for the Steels, though. Another opportunity to extend this lead, if possible. Here comes a corner, looping corner, misses everyone and goes for everyone, and going to go to far post, and Stockbridge have given away a free kick. I think Elliot Murray pushed someone over as he was trying to run over to that ball on the right-hand side. Maybe. I'm going to look at the number when it comes on, so we might be seeing a stop. So, ball's going long, but stop as Pontefract clear that one. Murray's chasing it, goes over his head. Dunn's actually the one who's actually takes a shot. It's just over from Mikey Dunn, the closest Pontefract have come to a goal there. It bounces over Murray's head there. The wind assisted there, but Dunn gets a beautiful connection onto it, but it fizzes just over the bar there. As it looks like Stocksbridge will be preparing a substitute to come on very, very shortly. Townsend with the ball here. So here comes Townsend's goal kick, and he's sending it low here to try and stop it getting caught in the rain. Headed on, Poole's going to try and control this, but I think there was a high foot from Poole there as the head went in from Spencer Clark, so that's going to be a free kick, which is taken quickly for Pontefract. Luffy for Dunn. They found Dunn, who goes one-on-one with the keeper, but the offside flag is up. Would not have counted had he managed to get it in the back of the net. Quick decision from the linesman there, almost catching out the Steel's defence, but the linesman's flag saving Stocksbridge on that occasion. So Townsend will step forward here, looking to claim his first clean sheet in a Steel shirt in just his second match here. Townsend sending it long. He is looking to try and get McCaskill on the left, but going to be headed away there by Greenoff. It's been caught in midfield. It's with Roffery, who's going to try and get down to the right-hand side. He's found a good run of Priestley on the right wing here, and he's got some options, Priestley, as he's facing up with Tinker. Puts the ball in, Priestley, cleared away at the near post by Stocksbridge to Tinker, and Tinker's going to just clear that one out, but only out to Roffery, and this is still in a dangerous position for Pontefract. Roffery here on the right-hand side, trades it with the positions here with Priestley, who's now going to clip it in with his left foot, and it's going to be cleared away by Stocksbridge, and then a big long clearance away that McCaskill's going to chase onto, but Allinson will be there first, and he's actually going to allow that to go out of play. See McCaskill even laid a little shove to Allison as he went down there. Wonder if the referee might start penalising this. Going to be another change for Pontefract here. Gavin Roffery, the man we've just been talking about, is going to go off for Cody Cormac, and also Spencer Clark is coming off for Ben Turner. So a few substitutions there to talk about. Cody Cormac. Been around, played against us earlier in the season for Tadcaster, one of our poorer games, though we did manage to win that one. And I can't even remember that. It was Brown actually coming off for Ben Turner there. I do apologise. So Scott Brown coming off for Ben Turner. So Stocksbridge have got the ball in midfield there, and they're going to try and send it down the line. That is being Stocksbridge's tactic to try and take advantage of the high line of Pontefract, and it has worked. And that's where the 2 goals have actually come from. Going out for a throw in here to Stocksbridge here on that left-hand side. Good, so we're just playing some slow movements as it goes on. Stocksbridge are starting to take their time with things as they look to get to the end of this game with all 3 points. Stocksbridge were leading 1-0 in their, well, not Boxing Day, but what served as a Boxing Day fixture on the 27th, Lashing and Sheffield FC before fog called that game off. And the worry is that today the rain keeps coming every so often. Though the ball is moving well on this pitch, when it is actually moving on the pitch. Pontefract on the attack here in midfield. Spreading out left here, well here to Ben Turner, who's just come on. Clips a dangerous looking ball to the far end, and it's going to go over on head and out for a goal kick here. So 66 minutes gone in this game, and it is 2-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels at the moment. He's back with Townsend to take this goal kick. And Townsend knows what to do because he's taken it to the opposite area part of his 6-yard area. That's when you have an older goalkeeper who knows the little tricks and of how to win games. And what you get really annoyed at if you're an opposition fan, but love if it's your own. Ball's not great though from there, and it's been easily gone onto by Greenoff, who sends it down the line. Tinker's covering it, Tinker's got it, he's going to clear that out of play, and it isn't called off for Pontefract play, so it is a free for Pontefract from in an attacking area. And the rain is pouring as Luke Rawson is about to make his return from injury. The first time he has played for the Steels since that Sheffield Senior Cup match against Swallownest when he came on as a substitute and scored from the spot. The man I'm trying to going off, I believe, is Lewis McCaskill, which is a bit of a surprise. He's been a constant nuisance for Pontefract in this game. So we're just waiting for the ball to go in from Greenoff. And here comes Greenoff's long throw into the box. Big long throw. Rawson's the one who heads it away, but it's only going to go back to Greenoff here. Greenoff puts another good ball in, headed behind. Townsend's going to come up and claim that one well, under some pressure as well. Stocksbridge defending well from some of the big balls that Pontefract are putting into their box at the moment. Long here, and going to be bounced a bit awkwardly. The ball did not bounce very well. That's a bit of a worrying sign for this match as it goes down this left-hand side, and it's going to be a throw in here for Pontefract on the left-hand side as they continue this attack. Goes in the middle, back to Turner here, who's got the ball into Greaves. Back here for Dunn, who's going to get the ball to that right-hand side. The ball headed into the box there from Huinoff, but it's going to bounce out for the goal kick. And we are having that heavy downpour again now. And we will be keeping an eye on the pitch. It just needs it to last for another 20-odd minutes here. As Pontefract fans are cheering something, not sure what, as sent long here, but headed right back by Greenoff, but it's going to go right back to Townsend here. Taking his time, he's going to pick it up when Greaves went to chase him down. We are 69 minutes into this game now. 21 to go in normal time, plus the added time. And Townsend's going to send this long, and Rawson trying to peel off his man, but he's been blocked off there. He's gone into centre forward, by the way, there. Currently Goodwin fights for it, trying to get through the middle turn. There's some sliding challenges in there. Goodwin goes in late, and he's looking for Ifeafabu on the right-hand side. Ifeafabu's won it off his man. Ifeafabu racing into the box. He needs to find Rawson in the middle. He tries to clip it over the top. It's been cut in the middle behind Rawson and somehow not finished. Back with Ifeabu. Tries to shoot, blocked, and it looks like Pontefract might be able to clear, but Ifeabu's won it back. Great work from Ifeabu here. Ifeabu on the right-hand side, but there's obviously some sort of decision being given against him and there is a Pontefract player currently down as well. So the rain continuing to pour here. But the ball is moving well on the pitch at the moment, I'd say. So as one of the Pontefract players gets treatment here. There's been a goal to tell you about. Liam Hughes has scored against Carlton Town, so it's 3-0 to Works up there. So Pontefract man is back up on his feet. I'm not being able to identify who it is just yet. Just hoping this rain will stop in a moment, because if it continues for the rest of the game, it may be a bit concerning here. So here comes the throw in here on that left hand side. He's gone out of play. That was what he was given against. Goodwin's won the ball, shoved his man off it to get it, tries to send it through, but Rawson not able to turn off his man. In a local scoreline, Stoke City have equalised against Rotherham. It's 1-1 there. Tyrese Campbell scoring for Stoke City. Murray's able to head that clearance out. Goes back here to Turner, who sends it through to the middle there. And it's currently with Cormac there, who gets a shove from Goodwin. And a free kick here to Pontefract in a dangerous position. Accrington Stanley have equalised against Barnsley as well. Tommy Lee scoring from the spot. And this was a dangerous one to defend, especially with the way the wind's been going in this game. So we'll be interested how Stockbridge defend this one against this physical Pontefract side. Cody Cormac is the one who is going to be taking this free kick. Curls it in. It's going to be Townsend who claims it very simply, and it falls right down to the ground as well, Ben Townsend, as they continue to defend. And I think there's some holes in our stand here, because I can see drips coming through. Townsend is going to send it down the line and go into the centre defence, but headed away by Pontefract, knocked on by Cormac, but there's been a foul there on Pontefract, so it's going to be a free kick to the home side here. So back into centre defence here for Pontefract stake, and they're shoving all their men forward to try and get themselves back into this one. They're going to get it onto the right hand side, headed on into the box. Dunn takes volleys, but it's well over from Mikey Dunn. So going to be another goal kick for Townsend to take here. 73 minutes into this one, 2-0 to Stocksbridge. And the reason I'm looking at the clock a lot now is to make sure we can get to the end of this game with the weather as it is. Starting to look like a bit like an FA First Cup round special when a non-league round takes on a league team. As Pontefract winning this midfield battle at the moment, but it's just going out to play for a throw, and it's going to be Ponty's throw. Pontefract with all the ball at the moment, and it is currently with Ben Turner for the throw, but he's been told to go 5 steps back. Ben Turner, one of the many Ben Turners in the league at the moment. Stockton have won it, and Rawson's going to chase it down the right-hand side. It's being passed by the keeper. Rawson's going to nipped onto it. Rawson's going to go one-on-one with the keeper. Can he finish it off? He puts it over the keeper's legs. Luke Rawson on his return to the lineup from his injury puts it under the legs of Lloyd Allison, and the Steels are on their way to 3 points here. And the only thing Stocksbridge really need to beat now is the weather. And it's another looping ball at the top that Rawson has just made the most of, caused a problem, and it's 3-0 now. And the rain continues to pour. And that'll be Pontefract's best friend at the moment, the rain, as they hope this rain continues. Substitution here for Stocksbridge is that Thomas Poole is coming off, I believe that's Dylan Yumby maybe coming on here. See his number when he comes on. As some of the Pontefract fans are now heading home for this one. Pontefract on the attack here already. Murray gathers it though, that long ball. He slips and Pontefract might be in here. Mikey Dunn, well in from Baker. Stocksbridge on the attack. Great save, Townsend. Second one trails just wide, and somehow Pontefract haven't got an instant comeback. It's going to be a goal kick as well. Great save from Ben Townsend initially, and then somehow not converted on that second opportunity. So currently back for Townsend to take this goal kick. It is sending it long here. Going to be chased here by Yumby, but cleared away by Pontefract. And it's going to bounce out and then go out to be a goal kick for Stocksbridge. So Steels on the way to success here today. 76th minute, 3-0 to the Steels. And Townsend has a goal kick to clear away. Townsend sending it long here. Goodwin is going to try and get the header onto it. Spratt fights him, but Goodwin is able to get it and send it long, and Rawson's going to try and get it down the right hand side. It's fallen a bit short for him, which is allowed to get the chest. And it's going to bounce off him, and he's having his shirt pulled all the way, and the Steels will get a free kick for it. Surprisingly quite disciplined effort from Pontefract today, but losing 3-0, so maybe they'll go back to the more ill-disciplined effort. Back for Langton, who's going to take this free kick with Thomas Poole now off the field. Langton here, got a few options in there. Here comes Langton's ball in, he's looking, it's looping in, and it's going to be headed away though by Pontefract. Turner's looking to be the first on it. Turner's going to spread it to the left hand side, it's behind everyone though. Yumby's able to chase it down still with his pace. Yumby has got it now, he's going to try and beat his man here. Been trying to bounce the ball off him, and he's trying to get past, and eventually the Pontefract man goes down under a push on Yumby, and it's a free kick there. 77 minutes gone in this game. 3-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. Hey, we've been joined by Jordan Lemon here in the stands, who isn't needing to do anything causing trouble today. So currently Murray though just slipped a bit. The conditions haven't been helping Elliot Murray a lot in this game, and Pontefract are attacking the field. Back heel, Priestley's in here, but the offside flag's up. It is in the back of the net, but it won't count. The offside flag is up. So it's great. We just say how great it is to see Luke Rawson get back on the score sheet on his first game back here. Yeah, it was a fantastic finishing right through the legs of Lloyd Allison. One he's not going to want to watch back. And after such a long layoff, you know, last game was back in October against Swallownest. To get back beyond the score sheet is going to do his confidence a world of good. As Pontefract just gather a bouncing ball in the middle. That ball is just moving well on the pitch still, which is the good news for us with this weather currently, as it goes out to Turner on the left-hand side. And Stocksbridge just fouled him there as he goes through, so it's going to be a free kick here. So, going to go onto the left-hand side here for Pontefract as they look to get themselves back in. Clip ball into the box. Townsend punches it away. His own man, he's got in the way. Pile driver shot. What a goal that was from Cody Cormack. You can't dismiss that effort. Whether that ends up being a consolation or an unlikely comeback, that was a hell of a hit from the substitute Cody Cormack. It's 3-1 here now, and that might be add a bit of tension to the rest of this game, with just over 10 minutes to go. Rawson heads that ball on. If Faber's going to chase it down, cleared away by Pontefract. They take the touch into the middle, and they're going to try and pass it away through. It's currently well in from Murray, but a foul going to be given for that one. I thought he was first to the ball there, Murray, but it's going to be the foul given on Jerome Greaves. Ball going to the right-hand side, headed back by Yumby. Tinker heads it away to stop it being a corner, but Pontefract has been the first on to that one. And it's still on that right-hand side for Pontefract, being penned in their Stocksbridge, and it goes out now for the throw-in. And it's still on the right-hand. We're going to see one of these Greenhoff long throw-ins now, as Pontefract fans are now cheering heavily for their team, urging them on to make that comeback here. He's going to go back to Cormac. He's looking to see if they can get a repeat for Cormac, but instead Cormac going to get it back to Greenhoff. Greenhoff takes a touch, puts a ball in, and it's going to just go over the top of everyone. It's still in play. Pontefract are the first to be aware of that, and they've chased it down. Baker blocks it off, so it's going to go out for... Actually, he's going to send it down the line, Baker, but it has gone out of play. It's just a case of... I'm wondering where it has gone out. Throw goes in quick. Back to Turner, who's going to put the ball in town, and it's going to go over and hit the top of the net there. We are in the 81st minute now. It's 3-1 Stocksbridge Park Steelers as they look to try and end this game without any drama that we've become used to. And in a goal in a local fixture, Sheffield Wednesday now lead against Fleetwood Town. Marvin Johnson scoring that goal. So Townsend taking his time with this one. Wilson's just been dragged down to the ground there, but nothing given. Stocksbridge clear it up, back in there, cleared again. Yumby fighting for it, but Greenhoff wins that fight. And it's going to go down the right-hand side. And for some reason, the goal being deleted. That's that Pontefract goal, so I'm not sure what's happened there. But don't think it was disallowed or anything, but being deleted off football web pages. And now it's come back on again on Pontefract's page, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It is in the box of Pontefract, they're appealing for a penalty, nothing given, and then Yumby's trying to carry the ball away. He's going to try and send it long, looking for the run of Curtis Turner, but Turner's been beaten for pace there, and it goes back to Allinson. No pressure on Allinson as he takes the short pass there. And they're just going to carry it out there in defence. Spencer Clark here, trying to get the ball through onto that left-hand side to Ben Turner, who gets into the middle here for Clark, who's pushed forward. Now back onto the right-hand side, and Tinker gets beaten, but a free kick has been given for that, and I'm not even sure what that one's even for, but it's a really dangerous one for the Steels to defend. 83 minutes now.
What are you doing?
And it's done well. Pontefract tried to go quickly, but the referee was still chatting with the players there. Had gone into the back of the net from that, but not. No. Rotherham United have retaken lead in their game, 2-1 there against Stoke. Connor Washington scoring the latest goal. As we wait to see what happens here. Will it be a shot? Will it be a cross? It could be either from this sort of right-hand side, 20 yards out. So Townsend covering his goal. Quite a lot of Pontefract players. There's a bit of a mess in the box, to be honest. Here comes a free kick taken. It's going to be low, and it's gone in the back of the net, and we are going to see some drama here. We told it was going to be, but it's going to be on. He's snuck in at the near post, and well, the Steelers will have to defend heavily as Pontefract throw everything at them. Can Stocksbridge now hold on? It's 3-2 here. Free kick taken. Back here for Oversby. Sent long with a clear blocked off, and Pontefract are the first onto it here. Stocksbridge needs to be more alive with the momentum in Pontefract's direction now. Going down the left-hand side for Turner, but it's going to go a bit too heavy and go out for a goal kick. Well, we thought this game was done. And now it's back now for Townsend to take it. Ben Turner there scoring from the free kick. as Townsend takes his time with this goal kick. 84 minutes gone in this game. 6+ added time to go. It's been caught in the air there. That's not helping Stocksbridge out at all. Goodwin's trying to get foot on, but it's going to be a throw into Pontefract. And he's throwing it down the line. Back there into the middle. Pontefract's still on the ball here. And they're trying to get it down the line. Baker's looking to cover, but Murray's cleared it out. It can be a throw in here again to Pontefract. Pontefract retaining on the ball. Turner on this left-hand side. Claims it's gone out of play. They're not giving it. Pontefract remains. Now there. Hovan's still annoyed. Hovan's annoyed with that's not being called as out, but Pontefract continuing before Murray is able to clear this one long. Rawson's going to have to fight for this one. Actually, it's been caught in the middle on that wind, and Stocksbridge is just not able to get it away as the ball goes into the box. Headed away though then. And it's back there for the 11. And there's going to be another free kick there from an identical position. But what it was, nothing again. And now Pontefract continuing to push, and it could easily be 3-3 here. It's an identical position. And another dangerous one. Stocksbridge have added another man to the wall compared to the last time, to try and prevent this to going to 3-3. And the ball's rolled there as he's about to take the free kick. So it's going to have to be retaken again. Well, going to put it here. Ben Turner on it to take this one again. Here comes Turner's free kick. Take it. It's going to be a low one, blocked by the wall. Blocked back here to the 14. It's been blocked. It's going to go out for a corner kick here to Pontefract. The rain pours again. In the 86th minute, 3-2 here. Bridlington Town have made it 2-0. Joe Norton scoring for Bridlington to make it 2-0 against Tadcaster. As it's a massive just melee in the box as everyone just pushing around each other. Here comes the corner kick. It's a dangerous looking one. Headed towards goal. It looks like it's going to be Priestley who latches onto it, but he hits it well over Priestley. And it's a relief there for Stocksbridge as they're just going to be able to get the ball away for now. As this rain pours down though, and that's the problem at the moment. They can't. Now is when you want to get that ball at the opposite end, but the wind is going to keep it in the Stocksbridge half most likely. So here comes Townsend's big ball forward, getting caught in that wind again, and it looks like Sprat's going to win the header. Bounce off the back of Goodwin. Goodwin's trying to chase it to keep it in, but it is going to bounce off and be a Pontefract throw-in. As there's a bit of after between Ross Goodwin and Ben Turner there. Throwing it in, so it's going to go back there to Sprat. Takes it down the line. Pontefract throwing everything at it. Going to cut inside, but it's Ifya Faber who gets it. Ifya Faber going to try and send it down the line for Ralston. Ralston takes a touch before he gets booted into the crowd there and smashes off the back of the wall and back onto the pitch here. Throwing to Stocksbridge though, most importantly. As Stocksbridge will be looking to get it down into those corners most likely at this point. Baker here going to take a time with the throwing as well. Down the line, Baker going to go to Goodwin who controls it, gets it over his head. It's going to bounce in the box before it's half cleared. Stocksbridge trying to stop it. That clear's been blocked by Langton's head. Baker's chasing down the ball. The wind takes the ball. He's going to follow it. It's going to go be a throw. And it's only thrown to Pontefract there. And that wind really didn't help Stocksbridge out there. So it's a big attacking throw in, and Greenoff is going to go with the long throw now. Stocksbridge need to be on their best defensively, which they haven't been in the last 10 minutes. Throwing going in, it's very high, very short one. Headed on by Pontefract, and it's the last header from Pontefract. Goes out for a goal kick to Stocksbridge. 89th minute right now. We're just waiting to see. I think the linesman's just communicating to see what added time is. Not sure how much there will be. We haven't had too many. I'd be going 4 or 5, I'd say, added time. Just waiting for that board to go up. As Townsend sends this one long, caught up in the air. Rawson's the one who's going to fight for it. Being held out, Rawson. He's able to get away even despite the hold and send it down the line for a favour. Maybe just too heavy, that one there. But surprised that wasn't penalised for the hold on Rawson. going down the line, cleared by Stocksbridge, second clearance down. Dunn's going to try and chase one. Can he keep it in? No, sliding challenge there. Stops him going in, but it is going to be a throw-in to Pontefract in that attack position. We are in like the 90th minute by my count. So we'll see, the throw-in's going short here to Turner. Puts the ball into the box, he's looking to turn Dunn. He's being masked by players, passes it back. Shot goes well over from Pontefract there, from Jack Van, the booked man. Stoke City have equalised against Rotherham. Lee Peltier, own goal, making it 2-2 there. Still waiting for that added time to come on, because I'd say we're in it at this point. What? What added time? Oh, because we started at 4 o'clock exactly. So it just takes some time. I don't think we've got a ball here. That's a problem, but it's come back now. Not a particular problem for Stocksbridge. They'll be happy with that, but. Here comes Townsend. Long ball forward. Rawson's the one who's going to fight for that. Again, a push in the back comes off Rawson's back. Pontefract knocked it forward. Going to be Dunn chasing it with Bailey Baker. Baker gets somewhat of a touch onto it, but Dunn's going to get through first, and that's going to be a corner kick to Pontefract. 4 minutes added time. 4 minutes for the Steels to defend. Stop Pontefract claiming a very dramatic draw against us from being 3-0 up to. Would be incredible for Pontefract. You can't dismiss the way they've been able to come back with some great goals. But now Stocksbridge just need to defend and avoid a very embarrassing draw, even though we'd have been happy with the draw beforehand. Ball goes in, headed away at the near post by Turner. And it's going to be Yumby who's the first onto this one. Yumby going to try and send it down line for Ifebu. Bounce off, can Ifebu get onto it first? No, there's a sliding challenge there, but Turner gets it first. Turner's on, Turner's going to take the shot. Is it going in? Hits the post! Almost like Ben Partridge's goal in the last time we faced this side. Almost wins it for us, Curtis Turner. Ball goes on from Pontefract, bounced on, Dunn's going to head it on, goes behind from Murray, Tinker on first, Goodwin heads it, but a sliding challenge and a free kick to the Steels there. We're 2 minutes on to added time here. Well, almost. Grumpy old man going balls after seeing that goal from Pontefract. I agree with you, that was frustrating. Worksop Town have confirmed their win. They are 14 points clear at the top of the table, Worksop Town. As Goodwin is also just down injured at the moment, but he's going to get up now. I'm going to suggest that Ross Goodwin may not be completely injured, and he may be staying down a bit longer deliberately. Yeah, we've got to be honest. It's one of those things, time wasting. You love it when your team does it. You absolutely hate it when your other team does it. As Townsend tends to send it down long, looking for Rawson, the big man up front. Being held again there, Rawson, not being given. Murray gets the foot on for that clearance. Yumby's come back to get it. Yumby is going backwards, but he's going to try and send it down the line, and Turner's one chasing it at the moment. I think Clark might be the first to it. He is. It's held up there, that ball, and Turner's given the foul away there. I think we have about a minute left of added time. Well, it was the 97th minute when Ben Partridge scored that winner for Stocksbridge against Pontefract last time out. As it bounces forward, but Langton blocks it. Langton gets to the second challenge in, and Oglesby able to clear it down the line. And it's just going to go down for Allinson here. Allinson takes the touch, sending it long again. Oglesby's the first on, sends it long. Rawson won't be able to get on the end of that offside. If Ifebu's chasing that down with Allinson there before. Allinson sends it long. I think he may cut off if you're there. Headed on, but Murray's going to chest it, clear it, appeals for a handball before Oglesby is able to clear it. Pontefract head it right back into there. This minute seems to last just Priestley tries to knock it into the box. And before it's been gathered by Oglesby, and Oglesby's going to send it down the line, and it's just stayed in, and Rawson's able to get it. It's gone through all the Pontefract players. Rawson's running down, he's going to have a pass on here. Can he slip it through to Ifebu? Ifebu, no, he's been pressed out there by Jack Shepherd, and Jack Shepherd's going to have the turn and clear it. I expect the full-time whistle to go very, very soon, I'd say. I know there's going to be a foul given there on the Stocksbridge areas, and I was hoping that was a full-time whistle for a second there. It's going to be a free kick, Pontefract deep about 10 yards into their own half.
Tell his mum.
And it's going to be Luke Rawson now who committed that foul, and he's going to, on his return to the flying, get the booking. Pontefract pushing everyone forward. Allinson's going to take this free kick. And Rawson gets the yellow card. In a surprising news, Stocksbridge have more yellow cards than Pontefract today. Don't be many times you probably say that this season.
Go on, Steele!
Allison's going to send it. We are on 10-2, where I would say the full-time whistle probably should go in a minute. I imagine they're trying to just let this go on. Head this long ball forward. He's going to get it to the far end here. Headed away by Stocksbridge, but it's only going to go to the right wing for Pontefract. Bit of a slice one from Greenoff, but he's going to send it down the line. It's going to bounce. It's down the right line. It's going to be covered and out for a goal kick. And actually a foul by Pontefract on the Stocksbridge defender there as well. I suspect any moment now. Now this full-time whistle. So we're just waiting here. There's a talking to there with one of the Stocksbridge players as Townsend goes over to take this goal kick. Mikey Dunn has just been given a yellow card for Pontefract for that late push. So we're actually matching now on yellow cards. So Townsend here. I remember Jordan Lemon standing in that tunnel there the last time we played Pontefract when he got sent off for the handball on the line, the professional foul. And he's there again as we watch this game wind to the end as it goes out for a throw in here to Stocksbridge after that initial clearance. I think we've had 5 minutes of stoppage time at this point. So we're just continuing to go down as Tinker throws it down the line again. And a bit of head tennis between the two sides. Yumbis finds through, but Pontefract are able to head it away. Just bounced out, still in play. Pontefract may have one last attack here. It could be Tinker who gets it away, tries to cover it out for a throw-in, and it's...
Come on, ref!
Somehow we're still not at full time yet, as Pontefract are going to get another attack here. Greenoff is going to put a long throw in. Here comes a long throw in. It's headed on by Pontefract. It's dangerous. It's still bouncing, but Townsend has come and claimed that and fallen to the floor when it looked quite dangerous. We're now into the 6th minute of added time of 4 that were given. And there is a full-time whistle. It shouldn't have been as nervy as that. But the Steels are going to get the Christmas points today. 3-2 here between the two sides. Stocksbridge did take the lead in the first half. A defensive mixed-up allowed Thomas Poole to finish from close range. And then it was 2-0 in the second half when Ifya Thebu latched onto a great pass from Curtis Turner and then finished 1-on-1. Luke Rawson would come on, and after his return from his injury would make it 3-0 after he also made the most of defensive errors. But then Pontefract came back. Cody Cormack scored an absolute thunderbolt of an effort to make it 3-1, and then a free kick from Ben Turner made it 3-2, and it's very nervy end for the Steels. But at the end of the day, Stocksbridge hold on. They get the 3 points. They stay third in the table and give themselves a cushion in the playoffs of 4 points from 6th spot. And we go on to the local derby in Sheffield FC on the 2nd. We look forward to seeing you there. I've been Adam Allcroft here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel. Thank you very much for listening tonight.